Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. Today's a very special episode because we are doing the first install ever on my 2023 Corvette C8 Stingray. I partnered with Extreme Online Store to install this more aggressive looking 5VM style front splitter onto the C8. It's going to replace the Z51 splitter that's already installed. It's going to look more aggressive and certainly more aggressive than not having a splitter at all. Let's go. All right, let's have a look at what they send you in the box. So we got the two-piece version here. There's also a one-piece version. The difference is this connection that you do right here, but they send you some screws for that. So that's how we are going to connect the two pieces and make it one. The original lip, I believe, is a two-piece, maybe a three-piece. We'll have a closer look when I take it apart. And then we have instructions. In the instructions, they tell you how to do the install from start to finish. They suggest that you may want a car jack to lift the vehicle up off the ground, but if you have the tools to get in at a tight angle, you can actually leave it on the ground, and we're going to use this T10 bit here and pull out all the screws. So let's get started. The removal of the existing splitter is actually pretty easy. You can just reach with your hand here without even looking, and you can feel each of the screws. So there's three just in that region right there. I'm going to guide my bit into the screw and take it out. One, that's what it'll look like right there. Keep that and just keep doing all of them. So for those that were counting, there are 21 screws. We're only going to use 20 of them when we put on the new one, because when we connect these, we no longer have a middle hole here. So you're going to skip that one, but all the others will connect in the same place, which makes this to be quite an easy install. So I've seen other videos, and you may have as well, of people adding the splitter or replacing the one that they have. But I thought it might be useful to do a quick comparison of what it looks like without a splitter. Take it all in. Right now it's naked. Now let's compare the GM OEM Z51 splitter. Honestly, there is nothing special about this product. And if we compare it to the two-piece splitter we're putting on, and this is a three-piece, it has seams right here and right here. As we compare this, you see we get this nice winglet here. Plus, it's got much more depth right in the corners, and it's thicker all the way throughout here. Like, just look at the comparison. It's gonna look much more aggressive. I'm quite excited. Now, this product does come in a few different finishes. I have the carbon flash, which is going to match my carbon flash accents that I have all throughout the vehicle. So this is a good matching add-on for this car right now. This also is available in actual carbon fiber, hydro-dipped carbon fiber, which would just be a laid pattern on top of the plastic, or just unpainted black plastic. I'm just gonna take the opportunity, use the provided screws, and get these joints put together here. I'm gonna have them nice and tight and flush. Hopefully everything lines up. Otherwise I can back these off, get everything fitted, and then tighten it up at the end. Looks good. Next, we're going to clean the spot for the adhesive. So we're going to run the tape just up next to these pre-drilled holes. Careful not to overlap them. So I just got to clean it first, and then we'll lay that down, and then we can install it. I'm using 70% isopropyl alcohol. All right, I'm just gonna peel off the cover for the adhesive. And I am just going to fit it up. You don't have to peel the whole thing. You can leave it peeled a little bit and then pull the rest off once you have all the bolts started. Either way, I'm confident I can, get it without sticking it on permanently, but that's just an option if you wanted to do it that way. Now I'm gonna take the box that the splitter shipped with, put it underneath just to elevate it a little bit, so when I go to put the screw into the corner, it's not sagging down quite as far. So I got a couple on that side, the first two of them actually, with the thread started, and I'm just gonna do the same on this side. It's really easy to do, guys. Now that I got two on that side done and two on this side done, just finger tight, I'm going to do all the rest, make sure everything looks okay, and then I'll tighten them right up properly. All right, the 20 screws are in, they're just hand tight. Don't be afraid to apply a little bit of upwards pressure when you're doing the final tightening, because you got to squish that adhesive a little bit. Wow, that's just as sturdy as the original. Well, there we go. We are one step closer to being unique. That was the first mod ever on my brand new Corvette C8 Stingray. I'd like to thank Extreme Online Store for sending over the 5VM style front splitter. I think it helps with the front end look of the car. I'll leave a link to Extreme Online Store in the video description below. And man, I got a lot more mods coming, so definitely consider subscribing to the channel. For this project right here, I've got probably a dozen things, if not more, already lined up that I just need to find a way to fit in so I can record content for you. But don't worry, my GMC Sierra AT4, I shall have a ton planned for that. That is not ending when it comes to projects, so stay tuned if you're here for the truck. But back to the C8, we are doing a winter theme. That's right, it will be driven a bit in the winter. We got our winter wheels over here. We have a wrap that I'm still in the phase of designing, so we'll get to that eventually. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. But if you like today's video, hit that like button, please consider subscribing, and we'll talk to you next time.